I don't need to be wearing this blanket right now. It's not that cold. I'm only wearing it because I am not wearing the nicest clothes right now. Uh, um, I was on a call with my friend today. Basically, every Friday, we do yo, my lips are dry. My bad. Um, anyways, so basically, every Friday at like 7 or 8, we basically do a prayer call, and yeah, no, it's like usually it happens like this, like well, usually I forget and he calls me, and then I'm caught by surprise, and yeah, yeah, and it's either nah. Usually it it gets me by surprise, and by the time he's calling me, like my phone is too flat or my phone is bugging. But today I was able to charge my phone. So he called, and my brother gave me the phone because I was outside. And yeah, man. And usually when we call, it's basically we like talk for 20 minutes, and then we pray, and then we talk afterwards, right? This time we talked for a little longer afterwards. It's so in total it was a 1 hour call, right? But yeah, man. Someone's coming. Someone's coming. That was my brother. Uh, okay. Anyways, was it before or after? I think it was after. I think it was after. Basically, he was talking to me about his struggle with lust, and he was talking about he was talking to me about how he like struggles with lust, and he said that he was talking to his other friend, and his other friend admitted to it too, and he was like he was glad he wasn't alone, and not good for him, man. And I told him that I'm still struggling with lust. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been yeah. Mm. But yeah, what I just wanted to talk about was like um I was more transparent with him because like I am usually just so avoidant to like reveal too much about all that I'm struggling with, because like it's like I tell my friends like all that I'm struggling with and stuff, right? But then like I'm a procrastinator, and I'm lazy and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just awkward because like it's just awkward, like they'll be like so Praise, how are you helping yourself, how are you handling, and I'm like, ish, dog, I'm in the same position, bro, I'm lazy, I procrastinate. And so like usually I lie, or I find a way to my bad, or I find a way to just work around it. And yeah, man, but this time I was transparent, like he asked me like, so Praise, what's up with you, I feel like it's always about me, like. And honestly, like I like his humility, for that, what I'm saying. He says that quite a bit, he doesn't say that quite a bit, but like whenever like we have a deep talk, like, it always comes to a point where he's like, yo, how about you, dog? Cause like, he always talks about himself, not in a narcissistic, not in a self-centered way, but it's just, I'd say it's mostly my fault because I don't, like I said, I'm avoidant to share a lot, so I mostly listen. And also because like for example, like today, right? For example, like while he was talking, like I remember I have a sort of an attitude of like, let's just pray and get this over with, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is stupid of me to do that, man. So like, yeah, I'm gonna let that go, right? But yeah, man. So like, with that attitude, in the first 20 minutes while we were talking before we prayed, like he was talking and like, it's not like I was like, okay, Doug, let's get this over with, But it was just like, just that small part of me that was like, yeah, 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 that's crazy. Yeah. So it's me wanting to get it over with, mixed in with just me not knowing how to really respond or interact in the conversation. So like, yeah, man. So like that's why like I know that's why like he feels that like he talks too much, or like he talks all the time. When in my mind, like, nah, bro, I'm just avoiding to share. But yeah, no. So this time when he asked me like, "What's up with you?" I was more transparent. I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm still struggling with lust. And I explained to him how, like, basically I heard a tip from a video where basically a guy was talking about lust, and he said that, and he gave the tip that like, if you want to defeat lust, just like if you see like when you're with another woman or just any other person in general, but yeah, in terms of lust, another woman, right? Try to find something human to compliment her on. Like, I love the way you talk. Yo, you're so intelligent. Yo, you're so kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that will shift your mind to focusing on her as a human rather than a sexual object, which is good advice. But I was telling him that like I am trying to implement that, but ultimately, the more I like, none of these like tips and tricks and habits, that I get from any video or anything I read about lust, like none of that's gonna help me. It's gonna maybe make some healthy habits, but it's not gonna help me. And I explained to him how the real reason that I struggle with lust so much is because I am so, explaining it in simple terms, I'm so passive with the way I think and the way I respond to things, right? And it's like built into my system because of just how much I have gone through my life idling. Like I've gone, like how much of my life I've gone through just not being aware or present in the moment. I've always just been in my mind, what I'm saying. And so that made like the way I deal with things, I deal with them passively. Like, let's just say I think of something lustful, right? Instead of being present, being real, and focused with myself, and being like, whoa, whoa, no, 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 I don't want to think about that. I don't want to fall into temptation. I want to be better, and so I'm going to rebuke it and I'm going to move on from it. Instead of being like that, it's like I get a sexual thought and like I'm just letting it happen, you know? While I'm watching TV, while I'm on my phone or whatever, I'm just letting it happen. That's the real reason why I keep falling into lust and stuff, because I'm so passive with it, and that's deeply built into me. So until I can fully get rid of that, then I'm gonna continue being lustful, no matter how many trick tips I get, you know. So yeah, man, yeah, man, that's the journey, that's the journey. Trying to be more present and be more intentional and focused, with my mindset and what I allow in my mind and in my heart. Yeah, that's it, man. Um, I'm thinking of doing a subscriber special type video. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that after the exams. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll do that after the exams. Like it'll be like a video, maybe a video essay or whatever. Because like I'm waiting. I was first waiting to have like 10 subscribers, and then be like 10 subscribers special or whatever. But it's like, man, let me appreciate what I have, man. Thank you to my 7 subscribers. Thank you to my 13 views on my last video. No, my 2 views on my last video, and then my 13 views on my last video. Ah, man, life is good. Influencer type jits. I'm talking too much. Mm. Anyways, I'm pretty like that. And goodbye. I'm sorry.